All right, I got to tell this one. The All Good Music Festival 2006. Me and a bunch of people from Havertown were working. What was it? EMS, I think it was. And we got shuttled to what was it? Masontown, West Virginia, and we get there day before the festival starts. We get our tents, we get all hooked up with all that, and working 3 days straight. Just a little break to sleep or whatever, and I remember going out on the mountain. It's a big fucking mountain, man. We're on the top of it where we were staying at, so we had to climb up there after we were done working. But at the very beginning, I remember just standing there and just being like, "Wow, this is pretty fucking cool, man." I think it was O'Teal and the Pacemakers that were playing when I first came out. But I was brought backstage to work the stage, and I was guarding the steps, and I got to see all kinds of cool musicians there, like Robert Randolph, and there was all kinds of cats walking around back there. I remember this was '06, so I'm guarding the steps, and it's night. It's the night has has fallen, and Trey Anastasio and Mike Gordon and a duo are doing a set, and I remember they were doing all this Beatles shit, and crowd was rocking, man. 40,000 people or whatever, however many people were there, and everybody was having a good ass fucking time. And then out of nowhere, this naked dude runs right past me at the steps that I'm guarding, and I'm like, and I get out of his way. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want him to like fucking rub his shit on me or anything, any gay shit. So he runs out on stage and he gets this close to Trey Anastasio, and Trey Anastasio looks him up and down, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And my boss goes, "Take him down." So instantaneously, I run out there like Tito Santana, and I just drop him with a flying forearm. Dude starts tumbling, and it was so funny because it was like it happened in slow motion. I could see Trey. Trey's looking him up and down, and he's like, and then I hit him, and he just goes, "Ah, man!" It was like he caught this horrible, horrible visual that he didn't want to see. Dude's like flying, almost falls off the stage. My glasses fall off. I can't see nothing. Dude starts running back at me, trying to get at me, and we kind of wrestled around, and the rest of the security kind of took him out. And as I'm leaving, well, first off, when I hit him, man, that crowd sounded like a fucking Eagles game. Yo, I hit that dude so hard, and the whole place was like, "Oh!" This shit was so fucking funny, man. But as I'm walking off the stage, man, I hear the crowd and shit, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is it. So I put my hands up, both of my hands up, like I just fucking won a fucking, a game for the Birds or some shit. And, but yeah, I knew a bunch of people in the crowd, and everybody was coming up to me like, "Oh man, that shit was so funny, man." What was I gonna say about that? I heard later that dude got like ambulanced out and shit because he got rolled pretty hard. I don't know what the fuck the dude was on, but he was definitely all fucked up. And if he got rolled or whatever, that was probably his own fault. Same show, I remember we were going around and they were making us bust nitrous tanks and shit. And some people wanted to, take people's shit. Like there was people involved that were, straight up trying to steal, people's shit who were, paid customers for the festival. So I thought that was kind of fucked up. I didn't really like that. But then other times we were forced to do certain things. Like we had to drive around on a truck and try and find nitrous tanks. And I remember it was so cloudy out and so like eerie looking out that anything could happen. So I ended up, we ended up not busting any tanks up. Thank God. But it was real eye-opening experience to be on the security side of all these concerts and shit and checking out how it goes and shit. And I'm trying to think who else played that year. What's that bull's name? Chris Robinson played, and I remember he was doing some Neil Young covers. That was pretty cool.